So how are you currently supporting the children's worries around coronavirus? Now, this is a massive one because actually we're all feeling this and we all know the weight of it. And we've probably all been through phases where we've immersed ourselves in the news and then we felt even more stressed out. Or we've gone the other way and we've shut down from everything. And you'll know yourself what has kind of worked for you. And it's important to allow the child an opportunity to find this out for themselves as well. So for some people, going through the statistics and knowing the actual likelihood of something happening is really useful. So looking up, the statistics for you catching the virus are this, the statistics of you dying from the virus are this, and that may provide reassurance. However, for some people, if there's even a 0.000 whatever chance of something happening, it's still a legitimate worry. So for those individuals, it's more about looking at and controlling your thought patterns. So that's where having kind of a designated reflection or worry time can be helpful. So you say, right, I'm going to address these thoughts, do some research for half an hour, and then I stop. Maybe have an alarm and it finishes at that time. It could be that you talk about it with your child or young person, again for a designated time, like a reflection time. But there has to be a very clear ending to that point, because otherwise those worries just circulate round and round and round. And we all know what it's like when you've woken up in the middle of the night and it's all still just churning around there, like it's been on pause or it's been tabs on a computer screen that you've minimized, but they're all still there. So letting it out is important, acknowledging it, but then even drawing a physical line. So you could write on a whiteboard what we're talking about, what the worries are, and then putting a red line through it, or drawing a line underneath it, saying now it's time for some Netflix or whatever. It's something that is kind of giving you a boost. Thinking also about wellbeing strategies. So your kind of standard ones around gratitude, getting into regular gratitude practice, because you're then kind of framing the mind into trying to look for positive things rather than processing all the negative things that are happening. So 3 things that you're grateful for each day. And then also looking at kind of a deeper gratitude practice, so detailing what it was about it that made you feel grateful. So actually writing down, I was grateful for the snow, and I was grateful for it because it got me outside. I saw other people, they were all having fun. I loved how beautiful it looked and how peaceful it was around, giving the explanation of it, because it takes you back there and you then re-experience those positive memories. So it's more important to go into detail of 3, 5 things rather than like writing a long list of all the good things that have ever happened to you. Other useful strategies to kind of just try and boost well-being are things like engaging in meditation or mindfulness practices, particularly before bedtime, because that can help to unwind and hopefully stop some of that chatter that's going on in the background. It can be simple things like a body scan, so going through each part of your body one at a time. And as an adult, if you're with the young person, you can guide this. So you could be next to them at bedtime and you could go through, we're going to switch off all the muscles in your toes, from your big toe round to your little toe, and then imagine that the muscles are switching off in the arches of your feet, and then work all the way up the body. Another strategy for sleep is around counting backwards. So it could be counting backwards from 1,000. Generally you don't reach 0 because hopefully you're asleep by then, but there's no expectation that you are going to be asleep. It's just focusing on the numbers, because then that clears out all the chatter, and the byproduct of that is often that you feel calmer. Breathing, just focusing on your breath, that can be really powerful to bring you to the here and now. And that's basically the main focus of any wellbeing exercise, is that if you think about the here and the now, you're generally safe and well. And the worry often comes from running too far ahead into the future, on the what ifs, or reflecting too much on the past and worrying about things that have happened. So hopefully some of those are useful, just to kind of focus on how you can help your children through what is a difficult time for everybody.